Yo, can I get in on this? I want another one, two. 1, 2. Oh, you thought it was through. This was just one assignment, boo. Judge checking with God, getting next instructions. You need an advocate, reach out, he might be coming.
This young black king needs no introduction. When he shows up, haters hate seeing him coming.
And no, he's not Malcolm, he's not Martin either. He got his own style.
Jedediah, we see ya. Good morning. Good afternoon. Whatever it is, just hope it's good. Look, y'all. Welcome to Investigate and Navigate When Justice Finds Arrest. I am your host, Jedediah, proud commander for the culture. It's Sunday morning, afternoon. It's Sunday. Sunday. Okay. Oh, he cut the song. It's important. No, not at all. Not at all, actually. Just more time wasted. And the crazy part about it is that right now, I know it's time wasted. I understand that it's time wasted, but I'm just wasting some time. We just wasting time. But let me see something. Because I got to get all the stuff set up. We ain't there yet, but I just need to let me just hear this real quick.
I heard it said closed mouths don't get fed, so we partnering with Harvey, help to build the city bread. And to those that call Jedediah to the town, hold on, wait a minute. Paul, stand down. Why you mad? Cause we double checking all your allegations. You say you telling truth, we just following the traces. Y'all people mad, Jed ain't seen in clock corruption. Jed ain't moving like a pawn, he's a king, he fights injustice. A lie can't stand when the truth comes to face it. That's why them liars keep on losing court cases. Let's just agree to disagree and work to bring Harvey back. Dealing with businesses and was they not paying their taxes. And all the woman Kobe Jet wants you to know the fake is showing. Thought you'd have him on your finger, he researched, he wasn't going. Once you calling all the strays, who's the leader of your pack? Work on getting business in your ward to pay their fair tax. They making money up in Harvey, but short Harvey on them racks. It's not racks, they owe Harvey some millions of every money that could help demolish unsafe buildings. This verse was long, run the chorus, we'll be back and we ain't about to leave. Harvey, you can run and tell that we here till whole bills up on every block. Activating people rising and don't stop. Restoration for the hearts that never quit. Vision ain't luck, it's a plan with a crew that's built for this. Empowerment's what we want for the people. You see we care, we ain't backing down from evil. And Harvey, we won't quit. Jed and I for the coaches here and we commit to this. Not quoting fiction, what we saying is fact. Found stolen land up in Harvey, Jed help take that land back. Put back on Harvey's tax roll, bringing investors to meetings. We trying to help Harvey out, so VNOTTS why you see them. We out here making moves, we out here doing something. Cooking with Frank, sir, you coin that term, you wanted something. Victims Network, a Thornton Township, VNOTTS, that's right. I'm trying to see how they help Harvey, can y'all bring that to life? Cause what I'm seeing ain't right, steady line, gonna court, what's the score? I lost count, watching lights fall to the floor. Some people like confusion, we trying to bring improvement. So run that chorus back, remind the people what we do. Every block, activating people rising and don't stop. Restoration for the hearts that never quit. Vision ain't luck, it's a plan with a crew that's built for this. Empowerment's what we want for the people. You see we care, we ain't backing down from evil. And Harvey, we won't quit. Jed and I for the coaches here and we commit to this. I'm almost finished, couple things and I'm through. Library board, no more illegal moves. Can't stand injustice. So for the culture came through saying, hey, Mrs. Price, here's the money for your lawsuit. When we believe, we don't just talk, we say making moves. Jedi and A, and for the culture, that's just what we do. This last part goes out to Officer McKenna. Jed came to help Harvey fight, help him be a winner. 911 was called and they sent you. He thought he seen the one and we don't know if that's true. But now y'all, what is Jed gon' do? He gon' fight even harder to help Harvey push through. Y'all got ideas to help Harvey. Won't y'all focus on that? We got ideas to make it move. Whole bills up on the protecting people rights and men don't stop. Restoration should never quit. Vision ain't luck, it's a plan with a crew that's built for this. The time is what we want for the people. See tears backing down from evil. And Bobby, we won't quit. Getting and for the cultures here, and we commit to this. Ooh, we commit to this. We commit to this. We commit to this.
What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? It is a lengthy song, but I have no desire to stop that song. That song is so fire. Like every single song that we done brought over this airways that has been created by KS captures the history, the spirit, and the vibe. And I don't care about what nobody say. It's a banger. So again, today is another day wasting time. It is literally nuts how it's nutty how all of this stuff is going at this point. But even that, they saying that it's AI. They saying it's AI. As a matter of fact, I would you know what? Wait, hold on a minute. They said it's AI. It's AI, and that I'm KS or something like that. I don't really remember it all. But does it matter? Does it matter? Come on, man. It's not and I don't care who created the song. The song is fire and it's literally talking about the stuff that's really going on in real time. So it's like, again, man, these are grown people. It ain't really a way to really know where and how to place any of this because it's grown. I think YouTube did something really bad when it made people have that this is the way I don't know. I don't know. YouTube literally, people feed themselves this way. And it's pathetic. It's literally pathetic. But shout out to KS and this amazing curated piece. It is something that inspires me and it keeps my fire lit. And I can say for a fact that KS wrote every word with intent. She researched, she paid attention, and I think that that is absolutely phenomenal. And those of us who are part of the family, you know exactly who KS is. KS is dope. Dope human being all around. Can I get some agreement with that? Um, we're not gonna get into the business of making no points or no cases or trying to prove nothing. But supposedly I'm in a hotel and this backdrop is the hotel's lobby or something like that. So here, this room here is the hotel's lobby. So they got a whole desk in the hotel lobby. Let me put it to you like this. I do want to give an answer because whenever somebody catch me lacking, I gotta go ahead and help them out. Dashay, this ain't no hotel lobby, but you know that. You just be saying stuff, man. You just be talking. Um, this is actually the an office that is rented by me in the building that I now have an additional condo in, and it is not in the state of Illinois. So this is another state. This is a high-rise building. I have a condo in this building, and I rent this as my office. You'll never. This means I used to do that. I did all of that. I know things. I knew everything was in past tense, which was funny. He said, "I used to have all of that and more." I I knew celebrities. But okay, y'all, let's be clear here again. Y'all, I do not have the ability to, I'm not a comedian. I really ain't. I'm not trying to come on here to Jones. I'm not no cooking with Frank. I ain't got that type of talent. I ain't got that type of skill. But I just try to be authentic to who I am, man, no matter what that, what that translates into. But I am I'm an honorable man. If you catch me, you catch me. If you catch me lacking, you catch me lacking. I'll admit to it. Y'all, he called me lacking. Dashay Hall called me lacking. For the first time in over a year, he said something that I actually was like, yeah, I need to work on that. And I don't know what he be saying because I don't watch his stuff. But in the snippets and the clips that I got, this man is just he's a fan, man. He does not care about people or communities or the culture or the condition of the country. This is literally just some bum ass human being who wants to be able to, you know, feed his family. And I ain't mad at him for that. I just understand that if I had, and that's just my thinking. If I had kids, what's understood don't need to explain. They know who you are and they hate that. No, I'm not even explaining myself. Like right now, I'm just talking. I'm just talking because I don't want to talk through it, okay? Y'all know I ain't got no significant other, right? Y'all gotta be my just listen to me, okay? And don't trip because I don't miss a beat. I still get stuff done, but it's a lot that I want to say right now. If I had kids, man, especially the little boys in the world we live in, I would be spending way more time investing into them and bringing them up. Um, and the work ethic that I got as it relates to work, I got that from watching my stepfather. My stepfather never missed a day of work. I never seen him call off work or call out sick. And that's where my work ethic came from. And if anybody know, when I worked all of the jobs that I worked, I've always literally superseded the expectations of all of my bosses, of all of my superiors, because I got the work ethic from my father. And it's a shame that you got your little boys watching you sit down stream all day, every day about a whole nother man. And I just said, this is no way to, there's no way to reshape it. The shit is pathetic. But he got me. So one thing is that this man just said that I agree with, is he said it and Minion said it, that I gotta stop getting caught lacking being ashy, not brushing my beard, or sometimes I had a few times I had stains on my clothes. But if anybody know me, I'm finicky. I am not no dirty man. And y'all sure as hell can tell, any and everybody. Oh, I don't stink. Jedediah and stinking don't happen, okay? And I'm human, and even if I'm thinking that I could be stinking, oh, I'm not even gonna interact with you. I'm gonna go ahead and take care of that. So they got me on that one now because I was looking and I was like, yeah, yeah, they got me on that. But you know, the point of it is that this ain't like nothing that I be like, oh, let me get nice for, and I want to look good because I'm not trying to like be no fucking famous television personality or nothing like that. And then like I really be I really be real life doing stuff in real life and be really working. So yesterday we was trying to organize stuff in the house and trying to decorated and I got stuff on me. You know, you got the stuff drilling in the wall and stuff like that. And then it was on my on my thing. I love the hoodie as you got a purpose, but I didn't realize that I had it on there until I came on the live on the screen. I was like, yeah, I said it to myself. Yeah, they got me on this one. So I was like, yeah, that's that. They got me on that. But outside of that, but come on, y'all, give it to me. That he can't afford the cologne you wear. On my mama, like, and I ain't never like I don't Jed had all them nurses in the hospital falling over his ass. Yeah, y'all know for a fact that I don't stink. I'm a very hygienic person. But that's all they got. And so and if that's all they got, they ain't shit. And so what my point is I have. Man, I thought they really caught you lacking. Man, that nigga has worn them dirty ass 10,000 to 15,000 hats for months straight. See, I wish I had the creativity or the ability to pay attention to stuff like that, but I don't. But y'all, I'm gonna put it like this. I was finna go ham, and I'm a man of my word. I'm gonna keep my word, but I'm really not finna. I'm just not finna do this with these people. It's just not worth it. And I was listening to Minion a few seconds ago. This motherfucker said, I'm a lame. Then he said, oh, I want to give a shout out to LNC for his sound effects. Because I really need, and I promise I'm going to get my sound effects better over here so that I can be more entertaining with my boring ass. So he knows he's boring. He really the fuck is boring as hell. And after he said that, I just cut it off because there is no person that's intelligent or got something going for their life that can really take any of these people serious. All of these are fucking rejects. A mere an hour ago, you the bitch looking for the restraining order. You want the courts to stop me from getting close to you. You the bitch basically begging the judicial system to take away my rights. But you literally want to keep on posting things. And so he just posted in Harvey Pages. Um, this is what the fuck this man just posted in Harvey Page. I just be like, this shit is insanity. It's complete insanity. And so when I was looking at this stuff, hold on here. Chicago. So this is what this. And that shit still cling to this moment. You can't fix stupid. We've done a lot of you stuff. Can't repair dumb. Think about it all right now off the top of my head because we've been working, we've been busy, and we just got started. We took a truck of food to Chicago, and now we try. But this ain't what I thought was interesting. It's the read up on it that I thought was interesting. I'm starting to believe this individual has been delusional since birth. It's astonishing how someone with no track record and a history of causing chaos and destruction can persist in absolute amazing foolishness. One thing is certain when I alerted businesses in Harvey to report harassment to the FBI, the behavior ceased. It's also notable that the individual was barred from Holt Funeral Home and Beggar's Pizza. What? How this man think he notified the businesses of Harvey, 464 of them, 465 of them who were not paying their taxes. But he notified them And all of them and I stopped. That's why I stopped. And I'm delusional. Man, I wish I had my soundboard right now. Are you like, come the fuck on? Like, are you serious? And I'm sitting up here like, and then you're gonna say I got barred from a funeral home. I really would love to never have to go there. I would really not. I would really love to avoid ever going to W&W Whole Funeral Home in my entire existence. I would love to never ever be there. And then on top of that, Beggar's Pizza, I don't eat that shit. But if I did, I'm not gonna go to Beggar's Pizza in Harvey where they got more violations than like what? I'm gonna show the violations list when I go back. But this motherfucker is in there. Oh, all right. So now he stopped me from holding businesses accountable. Well, let me remind you, Amir, I'm the guy that made sure Hassan gave back the property on 147th and Center. Multi-million-dollar property is returned to the city of Harvey. Oh, and the lot that is on his compound no longer enclosed. It is now returned to the city. See, thank you for the opportunity to remember that, because I don't keep a checklist of everything that I'm doing, because I'm really just doing what I can and what I feel is necessary to do for the sake of this city. But this man doesn't live in Harvey. He has done nothing for Harvey. And oh my God. He said that the resistance is rising. His likes went from 1 to 2. And on that video, he has none. So I think that what I realized again is, for me to really like take any of this stuff that they're trying to do serious is really dumb. It's honestly dumb. And that is how they also caught me. Like, really paying attention to these people on any level is just stupid, except for laughing at them. I was gonna come on here. I was I went outside yesterday, and boy, did I have an amazing fucking time. Y'all, when I tell y'all I had so much fun yesterday, I don't even know what time we got in the house, but I'm talking about it was so lit yesterday. It was lit yesterday. It was I don't know how many people was in this club. And let me tell you something. That's the baddies. They're right there. The baddies. It's a YouTube show. The baddies. Um, I got to see some of the baddies and party with them a little bit. That was actually pretty cool. I don't know them, but I was able to party with them yesterday. That was cool. So while they were sitting they lame ass online dissecting my video, but one thing I looked at when I was really like paying attention to this, it's so stupid for me to it would just be so stupid for me to really take these people serious, because they do have protected free speech. I value that. Everybody not gonna like you. Having critics is a sign that you're doing something. So that part I'm cool with. The only issue that I really have, honestly, is that they try to take this shit too far, like trying to take it to court. They say some violent, disgusting things, but none of this shit really applies. It's not real. But really, what really fucks me up about this group of people is that whenever you approach them, you a horrible human being, you a domestic terrorist, and they have a knack for calling the FBI. Now I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Now I ain't scared, but I don't want the FBI to be getting so many calls. They be like, "Come on, Jedi, let's just have a fucking interview." Let's have an interview so you can go home. But I don't even want it to ever come across the screen. Jedediah is under federal investigation, because even though it won't result in any charges, these motherfuckers will be happy as hell. Oh my God, the FBI's on him. And you know, you never know when an FBI investigation concludes. So that'll just be the narrative for the rest of my life. So I don't even want that to happen. I just don't even, I'm just gonna say, okay, you know what? Y'all got it. Y'all got it. But now I'm gonna do what they do. Because Minion know he a lame fuck. You literally talking about my clothing while you talking behind a cartoon. Shut the fuck up. Number two, this middies, you are a fucking loser. You have a trail of losses. I don't know if you've ever won any of your lawsuits, but clearly that's all you're trying to get. You're trying to find a meal ticket. And outside of YouTube and free speech, I don't give a fuck about that. Literally, people in real life, you ain't never, those few people on the internet that give you your hype ain't never, ever gonna step to me in real life. And that's really something that I need to really value because they gotta be people that's small-minded like you to even follow that shit every single day. Everybody on that live stream are hurt, they butt hurt, they salty as fuck because somewhere along the line they ran into or encountered the great Jedediah and they got checked. Or them bitches ain't get what they thought they was gonna get. So now they fucking committed with you. You're their leader. But you're not doing shit but playing them because every time they donate to you, and I ain't gonna lie, I was looking at it, I was fascinated. People was giving him money and joining his page, and I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. So this is what it is. That's what it is for him. But for me to take that as a loss, no, I'm really something because that's why when you become a public figure, you understand scrutiny is gonna happen. So I'm really something. Like I'm a bad motherfucker. They really can't live without me. Literally. So they all my rejects, all of them, except for Sheena B. She ain't. She wants. That's the other side of it, right? People who want to be relevant in life and they can't figure it out. Once somebody becomes relevant, they just try to go against them. So that's the lady from Flint that said that she was going to sue me because I called or said that we had an allegation of a pastor out there selling drugs. Not only to come and find out, the woman don't even live in Flint. The people in Flint like Jedediah, ain't nobody fucking with her. So I'm like, okay, cool. I ain't really thinking about that. Not too tough, but yeah, motherfuckers always calling. They some police ass motherfuckers. They complaining all the time, no matter what I do. Like I went out there, like literally, if I was in any other community or if it was something that they thought of, I'd be the greatest motherfucker in the world. Are we going to handle? We going to stand on businesses that's hurting our community? Who wouldn't want to be a part of that? Who wouldn't join that? Who wouldn't? I don't give a fuck about no feel good ass narratives. Are they hurting our community? We find out they hurting our community. You know what I'm saying? There are people that don't look like my community all the time that give away free food, but that don't match the fact that sometimes we watch them disrespect our women and treat those in our community that may be wandering like complete shit. You feel me? And or if somebody do something wrong, they might take it overboard and they got to be dealt with. Same scenario, different entity. But I want to be clear here. I don't want to destroy anything in Harvey. I don't want to see the funeral home go down. I want to see the funeral home pay their fair share so that the city can recover. Who would want to get in the way with that? A stupid, lame motherfucker. Jed, you did a mob action, someone all by yourself. Okay, so that is my point, right? Smart motherfuckers know the difference. So this is what I this is where I'm at. Um, I'm not even going. I'm gonna move forward, and this is what's happening. People are starting to figure out about Kobe Chapman. All right, they're starting to figure out about Kobe Chapman, and I'm very happy that I have not had to uh, do too much canvassing because one thing I figured out about Harvey is Harvey really do talk. So the jury is out about me, but I'm not spending my time trying to meet people in the neighborhood because I don't plan on staying in this community that long. You know why? Because I'm going to do what I came to do and get the fuck out, and it's not going to take me a long time. I have said this with my chest, and I'm saying it again. I have gotten Harvey $600,000. Jedediah did. I did. I got Harvey $600,000. And I'm waiting for the proper timing. But y'all remember I said that. So I'm not finna sit here and be arguing with no bum ass bitches who could never call something like that into a municipality. And do you think that if I got relationships where I can bring it, and my commitment is 1 million, if I can bring that in and it's the first time I ever decided to do this, do you think that I'm not a blessed man? Come on, bro. I'm good out here for the most part. And what people don't understand is that I share with a large community. So that's why I still, and ain't nobody, Zora Mumdadi, congratulations, New York, on your new mayor. What is he doing right now? Fundraising. You need money to do stuff. Just wait, because they're gonna say Jed ain't got nothing to do with it. But it's not, it don't matter, because I'm gonna tell you who gonna say it. History gonna say it. The news gonna say it. The city ain't gonna have a choice but to acknowledge it. And it's gonna be very visible. Just wait. But I was able to garner $600,000 in support for this city. And I ain't even been there 6 months advocating. And I'm working on getting the rest, and I may exceed the goal. So they say, I ain't, I don't really even know what lies of theirs to repeat, but come on, bro. This motherfucker doesn't do anything. And you want to talk about me with a stain on my shirt? I don't even think I've really ever seen you shave properly. You be so motherfucking thirsty to live stream some shit, Dashay, that you don't even shave yourself and all you do is sit at the fucking house. We have no proof of you ever leaving that motherfucker except for when your people on your live stream who are clearly being brainwashed by you as their cult leader give you money to take your family on vacation. Did this man literally say that he had to wake up and pray? He said, I was actually praying about going to Dallas. Is it that hard? It's that hard. I don't wake up praying to go nowhere. I wake up thanking God that at a moment's notice, that if I wanted to right now, I can stay in the country anywhere I want to go, or I can go out the country. Father, should I, they getting ready to terminate these stamps, Lord, and I just was wondering if it be your will, Lord, if I should I pay the mortgage or the rent? Should I pay the rent? Because I'm sure there ain't no mortgage, but Father, should I pay the rent? Or should I take these 2 days to load up in that raggedy ass car? Because it's all we got, Lord. When we get there, will there be supply? Should I load up the car and drive to Dallas? Speak to me. You a sorry ass motherfucker. I wake up and say, all right, it's cold today. Thank you, Lord. I'm going to Miami. Let me go to Miami. Let me look at the credit card. Put that in there. Miami. I'm gonna take a day trip to Miami. Hey, he must be. Oh, by the way, y'all want to know something else that's really blessed? But I'm blessed by. My team has expanded. I now have additional support staff as I move throughout this country. So you'll be seeing some new team members. Raheem is now got him some backup out there. We're growing our team. I'm very happy about that and excited. Um, and you'll hear about that in the coming days as well. Maybe you'll see some of them in the coming days. I'm very excited about that. And as I expand my staff, it means that we'll be able to do more service for Harvey and helping them out with some things. So, yeah, I hope that this conversation that we wasted our time on is not a full disservice to y'all, but I'm on the move. And I'm not worried about these fucking people, bro. I was gonna go ahead and focus on them and do some shows and reveal some shit. Shay doesn't have a business. Uh, he doesn't have a business. He all these custody battles. This man had been arrested for stealing shit. He got a whole, he let me look at that real quick. Let me look at that real quick. Cause I was gonna go there, but I'm not. I don't have time. How do you expose nothing and they become more nothing? It's just no point to it. It's just no point to it. So I'm like, his wife got to know he ain't shit. She literally watches him. The only way he can help her pay their bills is to get on the internet all day. And I'm sure that he ain't making enough money to really contribute to to the household being successful. And he literally says it. I'm struggling. Then that's what this is about, bitch. You're poor. And because they cannot so with that being said, stop sending sheriff's notices to Mary Avant's house. Stop sending her shit. I don't live there anymore. I'm not renting a space there anymore. I'm gone. So I'm now in another state with this wonderful office, that nice ass condo. And then I still got something in Chicago. Let's be clear and say that for the record. Just not in Dalton. I'm not in Dalton anymore. But get this. Stop. You can't send me shit there. Stop sending stuff to Mary's house. That woman literally is trying to enjoy her life. She is a retired police detective, and she don't even need y'all sending shit to her house because I don't live there. So now I'm telling y'all, I know you're watching. I know you're watching. Stop sending her shit. And find me, ho. Pay a process server and serve me. All of these people talking about lawsuits, we're waiting on them. But you're not gonna get it with the sheriff. You're gonna get it with a process server. I have a right to service, and I don't know about shit that I ain't been served on. It's the funniest thing ever. It's the funniest thing ever. Sylvia, I was looking for you when I was just there, and I could not find you. They talking about, oh, Fania, all this happened to Fania because she was associated with me. You're right. Everything happened with Fania because she's associated with me. She almost felt like she was not going to have a voice. She found it. That girl is still fighting to this day. She has a lawyer, and you have to yield to the attorney when there is an attorney involved. But we have so many successes for Fania. I'm not the police. And I know we did a damn amazing job in standing with and by Fania. So what about those other people? I'm not even gonna mention their names because anybody thinking about their shit because they're associated with y'all, I would never say something like that. That is so fucking stupid. And if they could do a better job, why won't y'all do it? Because what's crazy to me is that if you're saying that I did nothing substantial, well, what have y'all done? And y'all been following this for years. Y'all have nothing to show for what y'all have done for the city. And you try to cloak it, oh, we're not an advocate. So then acknowledge it. You're dumb as fuck and you don't know what it takes or what it literally involves to be in one. So you can't speak to it. So you're not a credible expert testimony and you cannot be taken serious. So literally, I am degrading myself because I'm in the history books. You don't even exist. So many people on my page saying, who is this? Who is this? Who is this? I was sitting down with some people and they literally said to me, There's nothing else that you need to do. You have literally transcended being a no-name advocate to literally having more national moments than most, and literally most times by yourself. That is a fucking flex. If you knew who was saying that to me. When I have done press conferences, we chant right. He hurt my feelings. Oh God, trauma bonding is crazy. All these motherfuckers together. He hurt my feelings. That's what they mad at me for. I hurt their feelings. I fucking hurt these people's feelings. Okay. Oh, that was funny. All right. So, but what was I about to say? What was I about to go to? I don't think I've ever. Hold on. He lied to me. He hurt my feelings. When they finally got, boy, I swear, when they got that rhythm together and Beth turned around so proud. I don't know if I showed y'all this. I think I did. Did I show y'all this report?
UN6 paying for peace. One
Did I
Southside
show you this?
activist has an innovative idea to help stop holiday violence before it actually happens.
Billie Jean's Michael is live in the Jeffrey Manor neighborhood where young people are being paid to build the community instead of destroying it. Hi, Mike.
Micah and Pat, good evening to both of you. Yeah, you might be wondering, how do you get a bunch of young people to volunteer to do service work over a holiday weekend? Well, activist Jedediah Brown spent the afternoon going up and down the streets looking for help.
We've decided to come into the neighborhood. The best way to address peace is relationship and opportunity.
Community activist Jedediah Brown wears his heart on his sleeve.
I do.
And his mission on his back. Today, he's looking to educate, empower, and challenge people in the far south side neighborhood of Jeffrey Manor. He's going door to door with a special offer. He'll pay young people to do community projects this weekend in hopes that they'll avoid getting caught up in 4th of July weekend violence.
We want this neighborhood to be peaceful, and we want to start the relationship building process so that we can always get ahead of the violence and curb the numbers and make sure it don't hit our side of town.
He's looking to hire 50 to 100 people to work as peace agents for the entire weekend. The money they'll be paid comes from a $2,500 grant from My Block, My Hood, My City, and $7,000 from Brown's Justice Family Organization.
So we're going to pay them to do community service projects.
The projects could include picking up litter, helping seniors with grocery deliveries, yard work, or anything else uplifting that might require heavy lifting.
So by the time they get done working, they're going to go to sleep. Won't be no violence over here.
People actually don't get paid for doing this.
17-year-old high school senior-to-be Deja Dixon signed up to be a peace agent after Brown knocked on her door.
I like to spread peace and for everybody to feel as one.
Brown says his approach is all about making personal connections and giving young people both a reason and an incentive to take care of their own neighborhoods.
It's just a very small drop in the bucket to what's happening throughout the city, and I'm very optimistic about us doing our part.
And this is all part of the citywide Operation Hit the Hood. Now, My Block, My Hood, My City actually doled out $50,000 worth of grants to different organizations working to prevent violence this holiday weekend. Reporting live in Jeffrey Manor on the far south side, Mike Lowe, WGN News.
Thank you, Mike. Seems like a great idea. Additional.
History will remember me. You literally have no idea how many things that I have done. If you go look for them, you'll find them. But if you want to look for bullshit, you won't. Things like that, you don't see them go viral. But trust me, you'll never be associated with nothing like that. But people got real fucking memories of things that I've done over the course of 2 decades. I have nothing to prove, but I do have something to announce. The summer of 2026, we will be doing the Peace Agent program in the city of Harvey. So I don't have time to really be worrying about what the fuck they talking about. We're gonna bring the Peace Agent Project to the city of Harvey. And I'm so happy because I've been reaching out to my friends to get as much resources as I possibly can for the project. And I want to tell y'all that this is going to be the best level of funding for something like this that I've ever had, is what we're going to be bringing now. I am understanding that a businessman is going to be building 39 homes in the city of Harvey. And I've been trying to reach out to that person. So if you all know that person, please let them know who I am and make sure that they come my way, because and we're gonna try to get to them. So from what I understand, Ryan has been talking shit about him, and so I don't want them to be turned off with negative, nothing ass Nancy's. And so I'm gonna reach out to them, and we're gonna make them feel welcomed as best we can, and we're going to try to see if we can also help them to help us with making sure that we can provide opportunities for young people. So the way that worked is that my organization put 7,000. We had a grant that came from my block, my hood, my city. We put it together. That's how we paid them. But the program was so good that other people started coming up to help us to give to those children and for those young people. And I ain't gonna ever forget the little girl that was helping dig the ditch so that they can plant the flowers there. That was so powerful for me. And my point in that is it helps the young people stay busy, get to know the community, and then get a little stipend, and it makes them feel good. It is a pride in being in the neighborhood that you are actively doing something in. So we want to make that happen for Harvey, and it's looking like it's taking a great shape. As well as, like I said, we did a test run in Chicago. We gave some food away, and we're now working to bring some trucks to the city of Harvey so that we can give away food to people that are there. But we're trying to make sure that it's done in a very efficient way, because that's actually harder than I thought. Chicago chapter president Johnson worked with local church in the city of Chicago to do this, and we want to do it on a scale in the city of Harvey. And so we're trying to figure out the logistics of that. But when it comes to like meat, you got to be able to keep the meat cold. You got to be able to keep yogurt cold, or anything that's like milk and perishables. And I'm so glad that I learned that from when Tiffany had those eggs and there was milk sitting outside Thornton Township and they wasn't in the refrigerator. And the way that y'all rolled her for that, that's literally, I mean, I already knew it, but I'm not like a cook, or I'm not a cook, or I don't really grocery shop. So that's how I learned that. But we're gonna make sure that when we get this stuff, that it's refrigerated, but that's another cost. So these are not things that you could just do just willy-nilly when you don't have grants and stuff like that. So that is why you all contribute over here, and I think y'all know that. And so I'm not about to diminish myself to where they are. I took out the trash in Dalton, and that is all of them accumulated. So I'm not going to take out the trash and then jump in the garbage with them, because that's what they are. They're garbage. So I'm literally saying that, yeah, they got me on the stain, but nothing else that these people say really make a piece of sense. And so I'm not even going to focus on them. I was, but it's just they're not worth it. They're not worth it. Random News been talking about me for how long? And you mean to tell me you ain't stopped not one moment of my advocacy? You ain't caused not one area not to want me to be there, not one call to stop coming, not one investor to stop investing. You a fucking failure. And you will always be a failure. And if that is funny for you, great. But I'm not going to be one. Which I had literal people call me and say, come on, Jedediah, we know what you're capable of. We've seen you do things. They not on your level, bro. Rise above it. And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna do that. But I do got to make good on the promise that I made, that I'm focused. I want middies to understand. But after that, I got work to do. Fuck that shit. Um, I think I got like I got 3 court cases this month. Y'all get your snacks ready. I'm going to get wait a minute. This was also something that was funny. Beth always in the comments trying to make her little comments. Beth and Hypocritopotamus in the comments. Beth said, he's always unruly in court. That's what I want y'all to understand. That court shit don't scare me. It don't bother me. I think that they thought that putting me in court was going to really fuck with me for some reason. But it don't. Ryan cost the city $150,000 by running off people who were helping the city for free. Yes. Yes. I'm going to do everything that I can to get in contact with this developer so that we can make sure that they want to invest in Harvey. To have people to want to invest in Harvey in the condition that it is absolutely amazing. And so they want to try to make it an issue because it didn't come from them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect with this developer and I'm going to make sure that they are that they see that the city has people in it that's wanting to go to the next level and to recover and not make it a political thing. And then we're going to actually also ask them to, in turn, help us to do the peace agent program. So I'm too dumb. I'm too smart to let these dummies mess up a good thing that's going to actually benefit a city that I'm focused on. Other than that, I don't think I have nothing else to say. But you got me, bro. You got me on the shirt. So I'll take my time a little bit more to make sure that this man said on his live stream, you don't think no girls want me? His own titties on screen hurt that man's feelings. I don't care what you try to do and or say to reshape that. You can't reshape that. The fact that that man went on there talking about, you don't think no bitches want me? You don't think I can get no sad pussy? Don't the same rules apply? If he really think that he got me so disheveled and mad because I'm responding to things that I've heard him say, then doesn't that mean the same thing that he's saying? That if he do it, don't that mean the same thing? You literally had to sit there and explain that there are country girls in your community that want to give you pussy, and there are girls that like fat people. I ain't say nothing about girls. All I didn't say nothing about girls wanting you or not wanting you because I personally don't give a fuck about your bedroom, and I'm supposed to be the bisexual man, but you can't miss a moment to talk about my sexuality. What you mean to tell me that, first of all, you're going to disrespect your wife like that, even in front of your kids, talking about you going to get you some sad pussy. Your kids ain't going to grow up to be shit if you're the only teacher that they got for sure. But it's crazy to me that you sat there and felt that you needed to explain that you can get pussy. This is how I know you are a simp. You a weird ass motherfucker. Because somebody like that's married, you would have had pride in your marriage. That's how I know that woman ain't proud of you. She ain't happy with you. You must not love her. She got to be your meal ticket. Because there's no way in the world that if I had somebody commit their life to me, their destiny to me, give me kids, be in the home with me, that my explanation for me being fucking fat is that I can get sad pussy. And every woman in the comment section that will ever call me a name, they're degenerate. Like, my soul and my consciousness wants to be too productive to find joy in this folly. You are a fucking idiot. When I get me a significant other, the kind of love and honor and value that I'm going to place on her is going to be absolutely amazing. I was finna say them, but I really desire to be married to a woman. But I am not hiding my superpower. And I am not saying that it is God's will for my life. I don't know. I can't figure it out, but I ain't worried about that, nor your opinion. My relationship with me and God is what it is. I catch myself before I say stuff because I'm not gonna just say nothing. And then, do you all see how this man sit there and try to condition the mind of his audience? Jed, I'm more popular than you. This man, Jed, and that's the Jed. I'm more popular than you. Jed, I got way more this or that than you. I'm funnier than you. I don't know all the things that be saying, but I be like, and then his audience replies, yeah, Jed ain't shit. Jed this, that, and the third. Jed this, that, and another. And we are how old again? How the fuck old are we? This is a popularity contest, but I was the one doing it for the clout. That's all this is. And none of these individuals are going to have a real voice in Harvey. I promise you that. Yes, he has to work himself up. He got to build himself up so that he can feel like he's saying and or doing something. That man's going to get online today and talk about this video for hours. And I'm going to assume that the Lord did not send him a miracle so that he can afford the gas money to drive his family so that they can enjoy themselves and have a good time. That is a true Buford ass man. And all of them are crazy as hell. Amir looks dumb every time he's standing there in court. It's like only people who find him funny are the people who don't. The only people who find that man funny are the people who want who. How do I explain this? They're the people who just want to see a man fail because that's their own pathetic ass life. The people in his chat are just people who want me to fail so that they can feel better about themselves. Other than that, ain't nobody watching and following that shit with no sense. And I know that for a fact. People with titties, I'm usually emotional. I'm crying. Good Frank is funny as fuck. That's a real talent. I got so much respect for that man. I just don't even know I don't know how to frame it. Because like I said, it's like not only is he funny and he got his own shit, his own page, but when you have somebody that sees some shit and they willing to speak on it, and it ain't necessarily got nothing to do with them, that's superhero shit. A man cares about his community, cares about his people. So I don't think that Frank agrees with probably half of the shit I do, but I know for a fact that he a real man, and I respect him and I honor him for that. And that's what history's gonna remember. History's gonna remember Frank made people laugh in a very tumultuous time in the community. Literally, people are gonna laugh at how many losses LNC have taken while he bitched and looked for ways to try to survive off of the pain of this community. People are gonna debate if I did anything or not, because I can't say I did it because then I'll be a narcissist that won't take all the credit. And if I say I didn't do anything, then I'm just an ineffective advocate. But either way it goes, I understand that my grace and my thanks don't come from man; it comes from God. I know for a fact we did the damn thing in Dalton. I know that for a fact. And every time I'm in Dalton, people in Dalton, regular people and residents, they show me mad love. Every time. Every time. I don't have shit to prove, but I'm gonna put it like this. Keep on talking about me. Because when your shit fall flat, when your candidate loses because the community is figuring it out on their own. That's what I was finna tell y'all. So Kobe been walking around with goons. She got a goon squad. These are Napoleon's people. She pays them through his nonprofit. This is their army. All of these individual crooks are interconnected, and people are going to see it during or before election day. And I'm going to be one of the people that's going to make the case because I got hella evidence. Something happened to me or it doesn't. I got hella evidence. And the thing is, y'all, something could very well happen to me. I'm literally going against one of the most powerful senators in the state of Illinois and doing it on behalf of a community that don't even want to stand up for itself or do right by itself. I would say to a full effect that about 70% of what's going on or going wrong in Harvey is being done at the hands of the residents that are there. And it's only happening because a culture of favors and corruption has been bred in there through previous administrations. And I'm saying this from my view. Christopher Clark has a bad perspective, a bad outlook because people are talking about him. But the crazy part is that it's simply because he is not in the favor culture. The man is actually trying to make the city get better, and he cannot do the things that need to be done because he literally is in between a rock and a hard place. And now that I have the full understanding of it, I am the literal embodiment of it. And no, he is not involved. That's what makes this fascinating. If Christopher Clark went to that business, he has no enforcement authority. He can only ticket them on violations of the code. If he was to go in that business and tell everybody that they're not paying their fair share of taxes and this is what's necessary to make the city functional, do you all know what that would do to him as a mayor? Ask Tiffany. Dalton been broke. Tiffany Henyard, as a part of her response, was to start showing what businesses was doing. Well, did that work for her? No, because people didn't want to hear shit she had to say. But on top of that, you attacking businesses in your community. So if you hold them accountable, you attacking businesses. If they leave, you driven business out. There is no win in that. If you do nothing, you don't get the taxes. Who don't understand the simple fucking mathematics of that? So here comes the lonely advocate. I'm doing it. Now I'm harassing and shaking down and threatening businesses. I went in there and asked that motherfucker about public record. Why y'all not paying the taxes as a viable business in the community? Wasn't nothing wrong with that. Wasn't nothing threatening about that. It was uncomfortable. It was uncomfortable, but I'm gonna be honest. It wasn't a lie. And the community ain't saying nothing. But the VNOTS want people to think that I'm terrorizing when actually I'm advocating for something I ain't never advocated for. An entire city. An entire city. When I was in Dalton, I wasn't advocating for an entire city. I was literally standing up against the actions of an administration. And when I say an entire city, I'm talking about the government there as well. Harvey is getting fucked over by larger governments, and it's widely because the senator of the area wants to see. Mark my words today, y'all. Napoleon Harris is not just not giving money to Harvey, but I want to tell y'all this for the record. He is withholding $5 million in funding from Dalton. Why would he do that? Why would Napoleon Harris be stopping Dalton from getting $5 million? See, I want to talk about real shit. They'll never give you all this level of insight to what's going on with the local government. Napoleon Harris is withholding $5 million from Dalton because, number one, I believe that he wants Nikita Cloud to bow. She used to work for him. He thinks that Nikita is divergent and not obedient to him. So she works there, if I'm not mistaken, as PR. He wants her to bow. Number two, Stephanie Wiedemann is a friend. Stephanie Wiedemann demonstrated real power, real influence when she ran for trustee of Thornton Township. If he wants to be the most powerful man in the Southland, he gotta get her into subjection. He couldn't do it as it related to her being an employee inside of the township. She understands how the township functions. She knows the skeletons that are in its closet, and she is a major threat long term. So because she's a friend and now running for committee woman with Nikita supporting her running for committeeman against him when he utilized the seat to take the role that he utilized as other seat to create his paycheck with. Come on, man, is this not making sense? So he's withholding the money. Keisha McCaskill was his pick for Cook County Commissioner. And Kiana Belcher, who left his organization that Kobe Chapman is still a part of, she decided that she was going to run against her since she was not appointed to the seat. And she is a trustee in the village of Dalton. Y'all quiet now? I ain't made up a damn thing. Did you all not hear what I told y'all that man said at his celebration party? We went to this man's celebration party to say, shit, the people picked you, you won. But when I saw Nate Fields extend his hand to be congratulatory to that man, and that man basically said, you shouldn't have, he said, congratulations, he said, you shouldn't have ran. I said, oh shit. You shouldn't have never ran. You shouldn't have ran. And then has moved to make sure that Nate don't have opportunities. Put a 2 in the chat. Because y'all silent as fuck now. If y'all still here. This ain't no game. This ain't no light work. This ain't no shit, no folly. This ain't no bullshit. Put a 2 in there. If y'all can hear me talking, put a 2 in there. Because while I'm talking about the VNOTTS, y'all always loud, but I want to make sure y'all hear what I'm saying. Please listen to me today. This is my appeal. This is why I can't focus on these fucking fools. It's real people's lives being affected in real life. It is my understanding that he has told Jason House things that he won't done. And Jason House is being his own man. Now, I ain't gonna lie. I'm waiting for a greater level of strength to come out of Jason House. But I'm proud to know that he stands on his laurels. And he made it clear. He supports Kiana Belcher. He supports, I don't know if he supports Stephanie Wiedemann. And he ain't terminating Nikita McLeod. So guess what Napoleon did? Guess what the senator is doing? Well, y'all going broke? I got $5 million that you all can be allocated. You're not getting it. And that's what I'm trying to get you all to understand at the core. If this motherfucker will do this to Harvey, if he'll do this to Dalton, he'll do this to anybody. Do you all really want to create a long-standing dynasty of this? Do you all really want to give Kobe Chapman Harvey and she is a kisser of his ring? If he gives her a bailout, if she takes a seat and he gives her a bailout, yay, Kobe, but what does it mean? That means that Kobe is literally under the thumb of the king. Then y'all just march no kings? I'm literally trying to wake asleep people up because they don't want to do the necessary work to get them out of where they're headed. And I'm going to tell you where they're headed. Illinois has been a corrupt state for a very long time. But when you get resourceless people under the thumb of a tyrant, it's going to take way more than 8 years for Harvey to recover out of $160-something million with debt when taxes continue to rise. Businesses are not complying. They have a less than 50% collection rate. The county is helping the senators' will to make them fail. And literally the people on the ground are so silly that they don't understand that the only reason why it's like this is because favors have to stop. They want to blame it on man, and they don't even understand. We fought Tiffany, but we did not have the foresight to make sure we built a candidate along the way, and look at what the hell y'all got. So I have the foresight to understand, and I'm only going to do it as long as I can to make aware. Then I'm going to go about my life. I want them to be aware, so at least at the end of the day, I can say I tried. And if the people didn't hear me, that is not a failure on my part. That is ignorance on theirs. And I've never asked for anybody to blindly follow me or listen to me. But these people are working hard as hell to stop y'all from seeing what's really happening, not because they don't want y'all to be mishandled, but because they want to be somebody and they hate that I am. And I don't have time or an ability to come on here and make this fun because it ain't fun. $5 million held from a municipality that needs it is literally horrible in every shape, form, or fashion, whose payroll is more than $500,000 every 2 weeks. And nobody else will report on that. I just gave you the exact number. $5 million. I know it from state lawmakers. I know it from politicians that saying Jedediah is Napoleon. But I ain't gonna speak against him, man. Whatever he wants to do in his district, that's what he wants to do in his district. I don't want him to step on me doing what I want to do in my district. That is the danger of having a completely Democrat-controlled state. Nobody wants to make anybody unhappy or uncomfortable, no matter who it costs on the ground. That is the reason and the only reason why I run for public office. Because now seeing this from what is happening to Christopher Clark, and seeing who would benefit, why would I really want to do that? Somebody said, you should run for mayor of Harvey. You out your fucking mind. Why would I leave a place that is literally still warm enough for me to go outside, short sleeve, just to go to a place that's going to be freezing, that don't even have the basic funds to facilitate basic services, and them not being willing to have an honest and whole conversation about how it's in that condition? I would never. I was running for Congress of the district so that I can fight in DC for our community across the nation, but also demonstrate bringing real resources back to underserved communities. Because not even the Congress people or the governor or anybody else is coming to a southern suburb. They're definitely not coming to Harvey because y'all don't vote. You're not registered to vote and you don't vote. It's literally like pissing in, like speaking in the wind to try to get the General Assembly to see Harvey as viable when they looking at the numbers of voters and they say, nah, we ain't got to worry about nothing coming up. But if we don't do a damn thing for Harvey, we don't have to, because they don't even vote. They don't make decisions. So they don't need nothing. Man don't work, don't eat. Man don't vote, don't get seen. It is a simple formula in America. These people are sick, and they have been unsuccessful every term to diminish, to stop, or to stunt anything that we're doing. And we have done a lot. Much of it not even publicly announced or known. I have helped real residents in real time. And y'all know that. So when I come on here, like now, when I come on here, I am trying my best to give y'all information. And I'm going to ask this out of 171 people on this live stream. Put a 5 in the chat if you give a damn about what's going on in Harvey. If you watch this broadcast and you are part of this page, do you care about what's going on in Harvey? And if the answer is yes, then put a 5 in the chat. Because maybe I'm talking to the wrong audience. I don't know. If they thought that I paintball Ryan's house, where did that narrative go out of a sudden? Why ain't nobody talking about me paintballing somebody's house? Huh? That man said he got cameras, stood before a fucking judge and almost perjured himself. The judge said, you have cameras outside your house? Yes. Have you ran the footage? Yeah, I have some images. Did you bring it with me? No. What? But you want the court to give you a restraining order. Somebody paintballing your house is a definite win. Bring that evidence. Now, what did they do? That lie didn't work. It didn't get the rise that they thought it was going to get. So now that narrative then falling out. You don't hear nothing about me paintballing that house now, do you? But they was in the chat. He a goon. He a domestic terrorist. Clark told him to do that. He this, he that, he this. Every time something coming up, he gonna lose this court case. He gonna lose that court case. Ain't lost one yet. He's still losing his court cases. He gonna sit down for a while. Ain't nothing good coming out of him. He ain't got shit to do with feeding those people, because if he did, he would be on the flyer. Mr. Clark gets up there. Jetta, thank you to the advocate for helping to make the connection for us to feed the family. Oh well, ain't got nothing else to say about that, huh? Do you fat ass? And it's just like it's a never-ending cycle. And so for us to give weight or even attention, as soon as they finish using Napoleon, they will expose and drop him. It is to bend the wheel behind them. They keep your head up. I'm not waiting for them. I'm not waiting for them, because people are suffering in real time. And people are focusing or pointing to Trump when they really need to point to what's going on down the street. Politics are local, and that's what the effect is. Frank, I don't know if you heard anything I said. I don't even know if you're still here, but I hope that you look into that $5 million thing, and I hope you notify the city. Notify the city of Dalton. As a matter of fact, can y'all do me a favor? Can somebody go into Dalton politics right now and write that to the people of Dalton, that Napoleon Harris is intentionally withholding $5 million in funding from their city? That is the number. Tell everybody. Ain't nobody in the General Assembly got the balls or the courage to tell people to make them aware. Put it in all the pages, actually. Say speculation. Tell them to put on there allegedly, Napoleon Harris is withholding $5 million in funding from the village of Dalton. And if you want to, put the narrative of why I'm telling y'all what's happening. But that's not cool. I don't remember how many people live in Dalton. I think it might be a little bit less than 20. I don't know how many people live in Dalton. But however many people live in Dalton, that is literally a punishment to them, because he don't like what 4 or 5 people are doing or aren't doing according to what he wills. The role of a senator is not to lord over municipalities, but they are supposed to create laws for the state, to ratify laws that the governor would then put into law that will help the state run efficiently or be better. And in that role, they're able to distribute resources that are allocated from the state to their districts. They're supposed to advocate for them to get those districts. But what he is doing, what he is doing is he's actually utilizing those funds as a trinket for obedience. And again, what more to say about a person who would hide? This man is calculated. He ain't no dummy. He put in the 90 something page the protection of a salary he intended to take. But the crazy part about it is, this is what's crazy about it. I don't even know how Ben Bradley, who was the person who broke that story, figured that out. So let me tell you what that tells a critical thinker. Somebody at the state level wanted that to be known, for them to tip off the media. Because I know for a fact the media ain't reading all them bills going through the General Assembly. That was somebody involved with that bill at the state level that saw that in there and told the news. Does that make sense to y'all? So another thing that I found to be very interesting is, although there's been no arrest made, and it is my understanding that the FBI is still doing their investigation, we all made jokes about, not we all, because I don't think I did. I don't think I did, just to be factual, about how poor the oldest was. Y'all, how they opening up clothing stores across the country. They done left and moved down south. I'm trying to tell y'all something without telling y'all, because I got a bombshell to release, but this ain't the time. But I want you to read between the lines of what I'm finna tell you, okay? Listen to me. Actually, I'm going to tell you. Listen to me. I'm going to tell you. Hold on. Hello? Yeah, I was waiting. Oh, yeah. You said what? No, but I was also waiting, so I didn't want to start moving stuff and be disrupted. To you, yeah, like I like shuffling things around and making noise. I know. That's what I'm saying. I didn't want to do that. I can't, but unless you wait, but I'm ready. In a minute. I'll be ready in a minute. Okay, but let me finish this, and then I'll just call you. All right. Well, y'all, I'm gonna make sure I don't come back with a stain on my shirt because again, we are in here making adjustments to our places. I actually have a best friend who lives in this same building, and we're helping each other get our stuff done. So, what was I just saying? Damn, I was trying to tell y'all something. I forgot what I was just trying to say. But I'm sorry, y'all. If y'all, I know I wrote that as a title, but I can't focus on that man for no hours like that for real. None of them for no hours. That lady with that fat ass stomach called herself in the comments laughing at me. She literally looked like one of those Star Wars characters. Shut your ass up. And I don't have no respect for none of these people. All of them bad looking, bad smelling, bad thinking, bad actors, bad teeth, bad. Let me try this. Let me try this a little differently. Let me see if I could say something nice about one of them and mean it. I can't. So they're gonna keep doing it. They have nothing to lose. I got too much to lose. Well, they do got something to lose, and that's court cases, and they will continue to do so. Um, can I ask y'all one question? Oh, I was going to tell y'all about. So that's what I'm about to tell you about. I was going to explain something to you. Read between these lines. Read between these lines. No, I do it like this. One of the things that happens in Illinois government is that our elected leaders, they all, Jay, you just did a 1 hour live about them. Well, and because I just said that I cannot do it and I can't be consistent about it. Literally, that won't be my whole point. But if I did it, then okay. And what is your point? You need the VNOTT. Okay. All right. So we, in our state, as a matter of fact, did you not hear all of the stuff I was talking about? You see how I couldn't focus on them the whole time? Because they're not that. Would you want some more information? Did you want some more information on them? If I'm not mistaken, I'm trying to double check this, but I'm a legend, and I think that this guy Shay had a wife or a woman, or somebody died, and then there was a child somewhere in the mix. And I'm going to tell you that the summary of it is: you support a deadbeat dad. Anybody can fucking make a baby, but not everybody can build a king. And at the same time, again, you really thought that it was a flex. He is struggling. And the only way that he can make money is to talk shit about me online. There is no flex in that. So whichever one of them you are, Vivian, you are on welfare. You're a disability whore, and you literally are so stupid that you have so many slips of the tongue that you will not acknowledge that you were caught. You're a liar. Hypocritopotamus, that's you. Your channel sucks. Not only does your channel suck, but I understand why you have a problem with me is because you don't know what love is. No one has loved you. And I know you see how my mother loves me and your mother never loved you. But you have to consider who you are. Nobody could love you, not in that condition. Your soul is black. Your body is out of control. You literally have no real sense of direction or purpose. If you want to be loved, start with yourself. Stop running around looking for validation in every other space and get your heart right so that maybe, and I get it, if that's what you experience, that's what you will give. You can't give what you never had, but you are a loveless soul. And in order for you to fix that, you got to sit down, you got to acknowledge it, you got to start loving yourself, and then the tide will turn. Mother may never love you, but maybe somebody, your children will, if you literally give them something to love. The next thing, if that's you, Ryan, ha ha ha, you didn't get to do the housing or the real estate stuff for the city of Harvey. Your perverted ass was given a blessing when you didn't allow that investigation to completely go through because you quit an entire industry. You went to school to be an educator, but you left it because you were a pervert. Those kids told on your creepy, weird ass. And when you got caught, you left and you were supportive of Clark. And then you wanted something that he wasn't going to give you, a favor, that you would be the sole real estate agent for that city, dealing with city governance. Then you started complaining, and then you started making issues. And I see you have lawsuits against your city. I'm fairly new to following. Do you think people are truly ignorant out there, just choosing to be oblivious? I don't know. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure this out. But I don't know. That was a great question. Damn. That was a very good and thought-provoking question, whoever you are. Because if they're choosing, but I can't say that for the majority. I was going to say that because it would be stupid for me to try to, yeah, no. People are very, very, very engaged, and I think that people just need someone to reach them. That was a damn good question. I like that. I like that. Oh, I just got a message from my lawyer, and I like it. Oh yeah. Uh-oh. Come on, man. My lawyer just made, oh my God. Now that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I'm going to consider that email a response from heaven. On a Sunday at 1:44, I just got an email from my lawyer that I'm going to take as a response from heaven because I make a conscious decision. I am going to check the shit out of middies and I'm going to stay focused on what I'm doing. I am not about to engage in this pig pen play with these pussies, these fools. I'm literally, that was amazing. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Okay, so I want to explain something to y'all, and then I'm gonna get off of here. I'm gonna take 5. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna open the phone lines because I it's Sunday. I just got stuff to do around the house. Living in the same building with your best friend is terrible. Uh, um, okay, so what am I about to say? Oh, um, in Illinois politics, they drink, fuck, and do drugs together, amongst a lot of other stuff. So when you get in, you get all of these offers to, party with people. You get to learn about people. You get to figure shit out. You get to experience certain things. I'm still the legend that Tiffany Henyard fucked the Speaker of the House. So basically, what I'm trying to say to y'all is that so many things have happened in the governing body of Illinois. So, in order for them to keep that under wraps, I believe that I have enough proof in Chicago politics that as long as you are not a threat, wait, not that ain't the way to say it. How do I say this? How do I say this? How do I say it? They'll let you leave and live if you are not a threat. So somebody got $500,000 from the state. They did not do what they were supposed to do for the state with the $500,000. They were running for public office because they was literally likely to win that seat. They gave them that $500,000. This is the part of what I'm trying to say. That person didn't do what they were supposed to do, but ain't nobody prosecuting them because they rather them just be left alone and go away. They cannot run for public office no more. They cannot get any more funding from the state, but they're now going to jail for literally taking $500,000 in taxpayer money because they made too many friends with the powers that be. Did you get that? So what I'm trying to tell y'all is that if Tiffany Henyard got away or is getting away, Tiffany Henyard has an Achilles heel. Literally, if you ever really watched, because I study stuff in people, when you really pay attention to what she was saying, she kept alluding to certain things, but we didn't want to hear her. But y'all cannot say that the things that this woman had on repeat did not pan out in a sense as it relates to certain people in certain aspects. I kept trying to figure out why she kept saying Napoleon was cheating. If you can beat me, do it at the polls. I didn't understand that. But her leaving Illinois and opening up all these clothing stores, what did that money come from? She made a significant amount of money, but she had a significant amount of spending too, allegedly. So I'm gonna leave that alone. But that's what happens in Illinois. That's my point. If she gets in trouble, everybody that's doing it gets in trouble, and everybody that she knows what they've done can get in trouble. And that's how it goes. I hope I made sense. Okay. Phone lines. Do me a favor, y'all. Support growth and development and the movement that we are running and leading and building. One of those ways listed below. But at the same time, if you have something to say, I'm willing to talk to you a little bit. I want to hear from the people. You can do so. Oh, that's the wrong one. Let me find it. There it is. 319-527-2093. Now, out of everybody on here, if you all would really, 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 really hear me as I prepare for what I'm expecting to be 3 or 4 civil cases, y'all could show me some love and help me have everything that I need to get through this, because I'd rather keep utilizing as much resources as possible to do work. But I got to do everything that I can to do the best I can. But without backup, it limits, and I don't want to be limited because we got too much to do. But you can call if you want to call 319-527-2093. As you all know me, I don't require you to be agreeable, but I will require you to be respectful. Unless I just want to let you get it out and hear that dumb shit. 319-527-2093. I talked about a lot of stuff today. An hour and 35 minutes. Sending it direct helps me better because I can do stuff in real time. And it's tremendously appreciated. Something else that I think that they're doing. Oh, by the way, let me show y'all something let me show y'all some stuff that we know is happening, just so that y'all can understand the level of hating that's going on. But we are not a dumb people at all. Hold on one second. So if you pay attention to Midi's page, what he's trying to do is they're trying to do 2 things. Number one, this is the Real Late Night Crew. This is LNC's page. But look at that. That is our Cash App. That is our Cash App. FFJB. Why would LNC put our Cash App as his Cash App on his channel? So we're basically talking to people about the level of harassment that we're experiencing, and he keep on making all these declarations of what he's doing. But I know one thing for a fact: he ain't got a clue. I don't need to make no declarations about what I'm doing. All I'm gonna tell you is he gonna know that I'm not playing with his fat ass, and then I'm gonna be done with it all. Because this is one thing though. But yeah, he got on there our Cash App. So we've got a few scenarios that we believe that we are prepared for each one. And all I'm gonna say is game on. But that's the level of stupidity. That's the level of, Vivian Allen went to ask the court for our financial records. They're trying to create a narrative of me being a fraud. They understand that if you contribute and you say this is for this is exactly what you have to use it for. We do too. And we do that. But at the same time, trying to take ownership or trying to get access, trying to get stuff shut down, we're ready for it all. So bring it on, fat ass. But with that being said, it's safe to help us out and contribute. Don't worry about it. We on top of it. But we do notice that kind of stuff. All right, y'all, 319-527-2093. Nobody got anything to say? Because if not, I'm finna get off of here and get back to work. I did Cash App. I'm gonna pay my INA bill. I'm crying. Ain't no INA bill. I'm crying. Brad, thank you so much for that. He said, yeah, he raised money where it's supposed to. Oh, yeah, because he raised $2,000, didn't he, for a lawsuit. I still ain't sued. He's still gathering evidence, I guess. I don't know. I have no idea. They can't even help a sped kid get a goddamn restraining order. You think I'm worried about anything these people talking about? And I think that's so bogus to them. For all of them to be so smart, why haven't they been able to band together to why haven't they been able to band together to help somebody get their filing in order? They can't do shit right. It's asking for an access code. Somebody call this phone and tell me what they hear. Somebody saying that it's asking for an access code. I don't have one on. Switch the phone. Draw, chat. No. It's it's not saying anything about an access code. Meeting lobby. Somebody call it so I can see. Somebody else call it so I can see if that's just something they're giving to her. Wait, so they are using INA Cash App to prove fraud and misappropriations of funds and some tax crimes, I guess. We ready for it. Oh my God, I was almost asleep. It's snowing over here. Not working. Try it again. Same thing. Oh, so we're having a problem with our phone. Let me try it again.
You are the only participant in the conference.
All right, I'm back in. Well, look like we won't have no calls because it's not working for whatever reason. So I have to go check on that and then we'll do it another time. Guys, I have no idea what that's about. So, with that being said, 5 questions from y'all. If you ask the right question, you get the right answer. Right. His only subscribers is no call in, and they delete whatever is not favorable. It don't even have to be. It could be something nice. As far as Jay's not that bad. That stuff gets deleted. They want to present as if everybody hates me. That's cult behavior. They isolate people's minds to one track thinking. They don't allow any critical thinking or opposing perspective. They don't have respectful engagement, and they tell people how to think, and then they try to inundate them with messaging. That is all cult behavior. I'm more popular than Jed. Jed is broke, but I'm broke. But he's the one that's not supposed to be broke because he's the advocate. He's a grifter, even though you see him doing all the stuff that he's doing, and I ain't doing nothing but keep on supporting and paying me because I'm gonna pay me to expose the grifter that's exposing the stuff that's going on in the community while they're actually out there working. Um, this shit is weird, man. This shit is weird. It's no way. It's no way. It's no way. So, oh, y'all, I'm going to Haiti in February. I'm going to Haiti in February. Very excited about that trip. What's the real problem, man? Have you even met this idiot in person? He talks like he knows you. Yes, I met the man in person. And the crazy part is, y'all, like on my mama, I literally was so focused on dog. I didn't know that man existed before, dog. He lost Big Brother, and then he tried all the same stuff with Big Brother. The Big Brother guy said that he was accused of doing something, something predatory or something like that. And that's something else that I saw. And he literally was like talking about what was going on in Dalton, but he was giving little bitty slick ass comments about me here and there, but it wasn't no real issue. So he then said, "Oh, I'm okay. The people in the community are being nice to him. They like him. Let's see how this goes." But he was hating the whole time. He was literally hating the whole time. And then when he met me in Dalton, hold on, hello, please, that would be awesome. You are an amazing friend. Yeah, yeah, you're an amazing best friend. Yeah, you give me food, I would love that. Can you hear me? Oh, it doesn't matter. Thank you. My best friend's gonna feed me. So I moved in here, then my best friend moved in here. And so I got a neighbor that is gonna, yeah, awesome. I think he was on Big Brother. Wasn't he on Big Brother? I heard that some time ago, and he was in a briefing that he was on Big Brother. But so when I finally saw the man, he was short and fat and sweating like a motherfucker. Like you could tell he has no good health habits. And so by that time he had said, "Oh, I'm gonna be cool. We gonna cool for the cause. We need to take Tiffany and Yard down." But he still was like low key hating because I was getting more like relevance and credibility than him, and people wasn't responding to him like he thought they would. Babe Solo, you're a resident there. You could probably attest to this, but when he showed up in Dalton, they put his ass in the media box. Oh, hey, we know that guy. He does all the talking on the internet, and then they put him in the media box because I can Alois wait Alois the penny the pen the I don't the ep I can't really make out what that thing is saying. It's an hour and a half and you still talking about him. Does that bother you? I can go back and forth to him. I titled it about him. Does that bother you? You over here watching it for an hour and a half. You don't never have a problem when he does a live stream talking about me for an hour to 3 hours. So what's the problem? Oh, so now the narrative is that I need him for views. Is that the narrative now? Yeah, I'm talking about him. And what you gonna do about it? You mad about that? So truth is a motherfucker. Now y'all don't want me to talk because I'm talking factually and not foolish. I get it. So he was mad because he they treated his ass like a YouTuber, like he is. Oh hi, get your ass in the media box and chill out. This man's first words to me was, "Hey Jed, can I interview you? Can I interview you?" And now he says, "You ain't had that energy when you saw me." No, I'm very respectful to everybody, every fan, every media outlet, and every personality that wants to hear my opinion. Why would I be rude to somebody who's recording? Never. This had a hand towel wiping sweat every second. Yeah, I think the bitch was nervous. Talked all that shit. It's like, why is he sweating so much? You know what? As a matter of fact, if you actually we have a member that is reaching out. They are out of food. They don't live local and need to get them some assistance ASAP. That is what I was just sent by one of my leaders. Call me when you get off live. I have a member reaching out. They are out of food. They don't live locally and need the assistance ASAP. Bitch, you ain't on my level. I didn't have to put it online, and I'm not going to bust out who that is. But that's what we got over here. we got each other's back, and it's quite amazing every day because I have $5,000 set aside for our members when they are out of food during the SNAP crisis or these other crises. We're going to give them a one-time assist until we find other resources. We didn't do that with grant money. We didn't do that on the internet. We didn't do that no other way but with our own organization. So guess what I'm going to do when I get off of here? We're going to get them their food. So add that to the list of my successes. People are banded together from different parts of this country. Oh, they're not local. They're banded apart from different parts of this country, and we're growing, and we got each other's back. And we was able to come up with $5,000 in less than a day, specifically for this. I'm not beefing with you. Your arms are too short to box me. I'm the commander, bitch. So I wouldn't have had that energy, fat ass, because when you saw me, you did what all fans do. You were so excited. You were so fucking excited. I'll never forget it. And I actually had hope for you. And you said, and then this is something else that he did that I thought was so interesting. I would give him that he is a good manipulator because it's like he a pimp and his chat is his hoes. Because this is what he did. He saw reality check TV come on the screen. So then he started talking his God talk. Reality check TV is so disturbed in his mind because he gonna tell me you can't preach the gospel and be cussing and doing this and doing that. But he is right over there with LNC watching him do the same thing. Preach, brother, because LNC says you still have time to repent. You still have time to repent. LNC, I mean, we said reality check TV. We tried to tell him. We tried to tell him. So I watched him sit there to say what he know that matters to that guy, as if he was offering me salvation. And I thought it was fascinating. And you just watch the chat like, yeah, that's right. It ain't too late. It ain't too late. It ain't too late. It don't matter what that motherfucker saying. That people in that chat minds is so gone that they literally just poop up their leader. That is the cult. You still have time to repent. And reality check TV, we trying to tell them. The chat, yeah, hey reality check. Wow. As I'm sitting here, people are reaching out to me about this man. He is threatening, and I'm talking about plural. I'm looking at literal people message me about this man. This show getting interesting. There are videos that he have taken down that we have retained. He has been harassing and threatening people with lawsuits for years. There's a pattern. Start a fight, and when the person defends themselves, he threatens a lawsuit. And then he uses a line consistently, I'm probably lying. which is his way of telling his lies without being held accountable. Many people are sick of him. I have videos of the beginning of his shit that he started with you. It proves from the beginning he started the issues and more. The man is a pathetic liar. Listen to the language. His script literally hasn't changed. I'm going to take this video and I'm going to play it. Let me send this to myself and play this video. I don't know what the video is, but I'm going to send myself the video. Okay, then there's another person on here saying, I've seen that you talked about a lawsuit, a countersuit. When you are ready, hit me up. I want to contribute $500 because I'm tired of his shit. And you don't deserve this. I found out about you from Middies. Okay. Give me a second, y'all. I'm trying to share this. I want to talk to you about LNC. I've seen this happen. What is going on? Why is all these people messaging me about him? Okay. So I can't get the video to turn. I can't get the video to come over. So I'm just going. I can't get the video to transfer. So I'm just gonna play it.
It is not illegal for me to question somebody's citizenship, nigga. I can question anybody's citizenship and ain't illegal. And say he wasn't a citizen. I said he better be. But because I'm smart enough not to commit slander. The whole part of I'm probably lying is so that you can never hold me down on anything that comes out of my mouth. Because maybe I'm lying, maybe I'm not. Ambiguity. This is not ambiguous. You're flat out fucking spewing lies. Who brought up family? You and Jolene or me? You fucking liar. The video's coming down, bitch. Is this who you want to be on the black? And he's a black man living in his car. This is the pro-black nigga. This is the nigga that says he's pro-black. This is the pro-black. Are you serious? First of all, what does my living situation have to do with anything? It's feelings. That's why you keep bringing up shit like, oh, this and that, and oh, he's homeless, and oh, he's swiping right, and stay on target, nigga. I'm on target. You're committing slander, nigga, which is a federal offense. And YouTube does not co-sign the slander, so your video's coming down, nigga. One way or the other. Either one video's coming down or they're all coming down for 3 months. More making fun of homelessness. If everybody knew what you did for a living, they would find the fact that you make fun of homelessness that much more gross.
Why can't I get this video to transfer? Keep that. Okay. He sound goofy as fuck. You can tell one of those people who they black because of their skin. You can listen. Oh my God. This nigga been calling the police on black people for a long time. This the kind of motherfucker who literally, this a state ass nigga. This the kind of motherfucker who want to be around you when it's cool, and then he'll call the police and tell on you, have them debate with you. I would not. I I have literally tried to talk to this man, but he will block you when you like he'll mute you. He a bitch, man. Like this is there. What is going on? I am getting a lot of messages from people. Is it because I put his name in the title? How the fuck these people find me? He was on live. He was on a live after Adam 22 and No Jumper the other day. And if I'm not mistaken, the affiliation is with Whack 100, which would be a whole nother lawsuit and problem for him. Wait, LNC was also on a live going after Adam 22 and No Jumper the other day. If I'm not mistaken, that affiliation with Whack 100, which would be another lawsuit. I don't know that. I don't understand. Somebody wants to talk to me from Big Brother. Okay. All right. Well, this happens to have been this a good Sunday. I didn't expect this. I'm 2 hours in and I didn't expect none of this. I wasn't looking for none of this. This motherfucker literally got these people messaging me, and I'm getting I don't know what's going on, but I'm literally on probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 messages about him right now. 16. 16. And it's all people giving me information. They have no affiliation. Them up 17. Don't let them draw you in. I forgot that he was homeless. I forgot about that. I forgot that the motherfucker was homeless, but this motherfucker talking about some God sent you. I think you finally picked the right person. That's what I think. I think you finally picked the right person. So you've been a bully on the internet for quite some time, and you've been threatening lawsuits and federal crimes for quite some time. You just established a pattern. You're sick. This is how you feed your family, and you're relevant to the small-minded people who subscribe to your channel. So it isn't about right or wrong. It ain't about even me. You just tacked on to somebody who you think won't be able to properly respond to this because you're used to being a bully. Well, that is my testimony. I literally have been sitting bullies down on their ass my entire life. That's one of my gifts. So you think you got the right one. Well, there is a saying. One day you're going to fuck with the wrong person. And I pray, since we're praying, that that's me. 2 ways. Number one, no, 3 ways. Number one, because you ain't stopping shit. Number 2, because I hope God deals with this on our behalf. And number 3, I'm the kind of person where I put my money, my mouth, and my feet, or my work, I will put my feet, my money, and my work where my mouth is. Remember that. That's what I don't want you to forget that I say. And all them bitches that's on your page, hyping you up, I can't wait to see their response. Because when I tell you, I meant what I said yesterday. Even though I got a ton of calls saying focus and things of that nature, I hired me somebody that is going to make sure that the PR, that what we're doing is not messed up. So somebody from the PR The PR firm that is now working for me, this is what they wrote after my thing of what I did yesterday. They said, "So, thought you were working on your brand. Does that help or hurt your future? Hear you loud and clear. I'm going to disengage. But that's an attempted bully, taking the weekend to complete my assignment. However, got it." I got real people, real industry experts, real leaders, real philanthropists, real members, real family. I got real communities that are so invested in my success. They hate to see me diminish myself, even if it's for a second, to respond to a complete set of degenerates. That's the only word that I have for y'all because that's what you are. Degenerate losers with no real weight, power, or relevance. Y'all are only good for a laugh between yourselves, and even that shit is stupid. You literally have to spin a narrative so that you can sound like you got something, but clearly nothing works. It all falls flat on its face. When I saw how angry Amir was, when I pointed out how desolate his press conference was, that it wasn't even played on the news, that's why he got even madder. Because you look stupid as fuck. Because you are stupid as fuck. But what's crazy about it is I can show you, I ain't just talking. I got so many messages like, Jedediah, are you seriously paying attention to them? Like, no. But if people send it to me and I watch it because I am reactive, because as the reporter said, and if I'm not mistaken, I think that reporter was being Bradley. He said he wears his feelings on his sleeves. That's just how I am. But boy, when I turn this off, I get right back to having a good time. I went out last night and I had an amazing time. And I don't know nothing about what you talking about because I don't got nothing to prove. But I'll tell you this, some people in there knew who I was. My mouth to God's ears. And I had a great night. Had an amazing night. But I got to go because I'm doing some interior decorating of one of my homes. Somebody said, "You live the life of a vagabond." I prefer the life of a king. Don't get mad because you don't know how to organize your life. I got a great life. But it's so funny to me. They be like, how poor, broke, ineffective, desolate my life is. But my staff just grew. So now what y'all gonna say? Oh, he got goons. Them is goons. All on my payroll, bitch. So let's go with that. I'm homeless. I'm a homeless man with drivers and bodyguards and assistants and shit like that. That's lit. Homelessness ain't so bad. But when you were homeless, when you were homeless on the internet talking shit against people just so you can make money to feed yourself, was it like this? Did you how was your homeless experience? As a matter of fact, why don't you testify of your homeless experience? Because let me tell you about my homeless experience. I'm traveling the country. I'm helping governments and people in different cities and states. I'm building a national organization. I have a full-time staff, on call full-time staff. That shit is lit. Um, I had so much fun out of the country. I asked for a redo, and I'm going in February, and I'm going in March out of the country twice. God is so good. God is so good. The only thing you have that I don't have, that I wish I did have, was my own family. But I'm 39 years old and it's not too late. But this is the only thing that I could think to myself. That when God blesses me with somebody designed for me, that's going to be there and have my back, that I can love on and make love to. If God decides to give me children, to give me another opportunity to parent, if God gives me someone to adore that will equally adore me back, I don't think you're going to have to worry about YouTube taking my channel. I think I will give up most of this because you have something that is beautiful, but you degrade it and disrespect it. Because when your children look at who you were in life, they're not going to see anything worth measuring after. Throughout all of the rumors and all the bad news, you'll never be able to pull up a news story about something you did that was extraordinary or beyond you. And I have tons of it. So no, sir. Don't worry about me accepting Jesus Christ and getting saved, because I am saved. And I live under the grace and the mercy of a competent God who made a promise to me that he will surely finish the work that he began in my life. But you still have time to make something of yourself. So I guess the appeal is to you, middies. Shay, Dashay. I'm going to address you by your name. Dashay, come out of those dry bones and live, man. Find a purpose that you can be proud of. Do something with yourself. You have an ability. I noticed an ability that you do have, and you're quite good at it. And you're good at rolling blunts. Well, take that and go to a Chinese restaurant and maybe do burritos or egg rolls. Go and try Taco Bell. You're very efficient at it. Maybe a dispensary or a smoke shop. Start one, open one. You love to smoke, but be careful. I had my fingers crossed when you were coughing. I thought we were going to get our moment live where God was going to take you the fuck out of here. I said, damn it. But I see those lungs are getting weak as fuck. Live out the days that you have left with pride, man, and give your children something that they can be proud of. As a matter of fact, you're so good at rolling those blunts that you don't even realize that you're clearly sitting there days in and days out with the same shit on. Did you hallucinate that you took a shower and changed your clothes? As a matter of fact, man, I don't want to believe this, but somebody who has repetitive outfits typically are the type of people who would have repetitive underwear. Take a moment and shave your balls and wash them motherfuckers. And I'm no homo, no diddy as it relates to you. And do yourself a favor, because I heard you declare it several times. You're struggling. You said that reporting on me has you struggling. Well, what kind of sense does that make for a grown-ass man with a responsibility of a family? Let that white woman get the ability to have a different narrative. She probably got with you because she thought you had soul and season and a mandingo and you was cool and could get her to the cookout, only to find out that you was the kind of motherfucker that would destroy credit, probably be controlling, probably ain't never gave her an orgasm in her fucking marriage, and that literally has to come online to raise funds just to get her out of town. Damn. Don't represent us like that, boy. Don't represent us like that. Stop bringing your family up as a prop for sympathy. Demonstrate, fuck asking what I've done for Harvey. What have you built for your family, for yourself? Don't talk about past tense, because I still can call celebrities today. The only reason why I don't own a home is because I move around and I'm single. I rather accumulate for my significant other. But until then, I'll rent condos and apartments. Bitch, my rent stays paid. I don't even know what a 5-day notice look like. I can't offer you shit. I would have said that if you do better, I'll sow into your life. But no, I don't even respect its existence. So I'm not the one to do that. I'm not the one to do that. If you transition today, I would laugh. So I'm not a liar and I can't pretend like I care about you, because I don't. I don't even think that you represent my culture. And the only reason why I focus on you out of the rest of them is because one thing I will give to you is that you've built a base around this. Minion dumbass is trying to figure out how to get past 60 viewers in real time. He has no significance at all. You do have significance, because at least you can garner 200 people watching. I believe, though, about 60, 70 of those are my people who you won't allow to comment, because your chat would be significantly different. But I got great confidence. You can't get the great minds. You can't get the great minds of this shit to participate. Like a J9, like a Cooking with Frank, like a Trina Downs, like a Hannibal, like a Messy Michon, Pink Book Lessons. And the reason why I call them great minds, no matter what their channel is because they actually have a niche, an identity in the shit. You got all the people who are basically side acts, people that they ain't shit, and all y'all collectively together ain't shit. And I ain't talking about now. You do have one person that I would have thought would have been a great mind, and that is Lady Luck Club. She does have her own identity in this space. If I be clear, she has her own identity, but she sullied it up being connected to you. The amount of fun that could have been had, the amount of things that could have been done, all wasted. I was annoyed with her, but I thought she had her own mind, her own identity. So I was engaging with her respectfully for that reason. But she sullied herself, associating herself with you and the rest of the VNOTTS. And that's unfortunate. But I see she's moved on to other stuff, because eventually you become a grown person when you got kids. And who wants to leave them that kind of shit? Yeah, but damn. That's right. Somebody said you did not take the questions. I didn't take the questions. I feel good about this, y'all. I'm finna move focus. And again, if anybody knows the developer that's now trying to build homes in Harvey, we want to get to him. So please help me figure out who it is. And I mean, not I know who it is. That's not what I meant to say. Help me get to him. Trying to reach him. Uh, I'm trying to reach him and see if I can get him to do some things. Um, oh, wait a minute. Never mind. I'll call him myself.
York.
Well, I didn't get an answer. So I'm sure I'll get a call back. So basically, thank you. Thank y'all for the amazing investigators of INA. Yes! So we're going to have a conversation, hopefully. We're going to talk about that. Wink, wink. In the very near future. We're going to talk about that, and hopefully we'll be able to get some level of commitment because we don't want them to think that the only presentation are a bunch of complaining motherfuckers who could not do anything or build anything or bring anybody to the community for real. But there is a person that's building homes and stuff in Harvey. Very exciting for Harvey for having that, and I'm looking forward to uh, collaboration and partnering with them. So remember my language today. I'm trying to reach them. I'm trying to get them to do more, and I want them to have a warm welcome as I advocate for this town. All right. With that being said, I'll take these 5 questions. I'm not gonna say nothing else. And then how you doing? Hi. I'm not gonna say nothing else, and then I'm gonna get off of here. But no, this isn't a hotel, sir. This is my newest residence. I've been here for about 3 months, 2, 3 months now, 2, 3 months. But I'm focusing on getting settled because I don't like to be in cold places, especially not during the winter. So I'll be in and out. Cold places are not attractive to me. But because I'm a boss motherfucker like that, I can do that. Come on, y'all. Let's get these questions asked. Sorry again if I'm not entertaining. This is an advocacy channel. I ain't got time for talking about some he broke. Why y'all trying to sue a broke man? If I'm broke, you ain't gonna get nothing. Why waste your time and course time? If I'm broke, why y'all trying to sue me? Make that make sense. Why would you sue a poor person? Stupid ass. Y'all they believe their own narratives and their own lives. Bra da 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 da. Is there any questions? Bree has a question. What is it? Ty? What is going on? And he will prepare a table before you in the presence of your enemies. I ain't got nothing. I am not. I am. Whoa. Okay, Bree has a question. Okay, how are you? I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm. I got one. It might help the ignorant. Okay, what is it? I think it's called. I'm not. Okay, how am I? I'm okay. I got a lot of stuff to figure out, a lot of problems to solve, um, and but I'm up for the challenge. I'm up for the challenge, and I'm like I said, my spirits are good. Uh, I can use some help. I need manpower. We need resources, and we need information. So giving me any of those three will help me be able to have longevity. But I feel good. There is, like I said, a lot of announcements that are coming, working on a lot of amazing things. I'm focused. Why hope? I know it is was investigative, but are they generating the most revenue, the most established, the furthest in arrears? And was it just a shot in the dark? And you just chose a business. Why hope? Okay, Cortez. So that's a good question. So there are 465. I think that no matter where I picked, you may have that question. But Holt was not the only business I went to that day. I went to Holt and I went to Beggars, specifically looking at Beggars because of the impact that the senator is having on the area, trying to understand his relationships with the government and the dynamics of it. I think that was a phenomenal question. And so I'm looking at what he is doing and isn't doing for the community because it is my understanding that he is stopping the community from getting the aid. Holt was literally random. I went through the list and I picked the name and it was Holt. And then when I looked at the the article and then I looked at what the thing said, it was conflicting information. So I looked into it deeper. And then when I looked into it deeper, I saw multiple pins. I thought that was interesting. And so it made me pay attention to it more. I didn't even put two and two together before I got there that they stopped paying when Clark was the mayor. That was coincidental. So I picked a business, but when I left there, I was going to go to another one. But I said, I'm going to pause this because I didn't want it to seem like, because the goal is not to embarrass them or to put them in a bad space. The way that she responded, it was a experience for me. And I said, okay, I'm going to approach this a little differently. And I want to show more and more process because it was by happenstance that her conversation allowed it to come out that I tried another engagement. But that wouldn't necessarily be the conversation that I would have with everybody because of course the word will get out that this is coming. And I'm trying to find out what's the way to be most effective and what will be the response of the residents because these are the businesses that are affecting their quality of life. And so basically, I wanted to reassess it now that I had that experience, and I wanted to do greater attempts of communication so that I can lay it all out should that need arise. And so we have 464 businesses to visit. We will be visiting them all in some way, shape, form, or fashion, or bringing out the information and allowing the community to at least understand the condition of why their city is the way that it is. I hope that answered your question. Hope was random. It wasn't targeted. It was random. Thanks for answering. Everyone must know that your channel is all about your business. Yeah, it's not about bullshit. It's about business. And when we leave this platform, because we're pretty much looking at other ways to get our messages out, um, it'll probably more so be broadcasting from Facebook, and then I'll be doing some private things with members of our organization that we're building. So around April, you guys, we either, I don't know if this will I don't know. We're trying to figure out what we want to do. Isn't it Irish fraud to not pay taxes? You know what? let me go pay my bills. Bree, I'm not sure what the question is about, but it is tax evasion, tax fraud, to not pay taxes. And there are certain exemptions or parameters of paying those taxes. Um, but yeah. All right. That leaves us with 4 more questions. Come on now. That was a good question, y'all. 181 people. It's been about 200 people on here. So we've been having strong numbers today for literally 2 hours and 30 minutes of time that has been given to this today. Insanity. Insanity, man. And it wasn't even on monetization. I just cut it off. The business you found. His business? I think that is not a good standing. We're doing some deep dive into that. We're deep diving into that. We're deep diving into all of that. The business in Harvey, not paying taxes. Oh, yes. So I explained that. So they have an enforcement issue and a compliance issue. Taxes are the state, I mean, the county's responsibility. The county enforces the taxes, right? They collect the taxes. The city only has the ability to write tickets. The county collects and assesses the taxes. They only get their taxes twice a year. For some reason, now check this out. Check this out, because this is actually something that I found out that I thought was interesting. Holt, who has been around a long time, taxes is cheaper than some homes in Harvey since they're non-compliance. Come on, Jesus, uncover this. I believe that somebody in the tax office is helping sabotage Harvey. And people who are not being compliant, they're getting assistance. Just like Keisha McCaskill, the woman that's been appointed and picked to be the commissioner. She has a senior exemption on a mortgage. She's not a senior. Nobody's doing anything about that. Like, this stuff is not, it's not that hard. So you got, okay, so we're tracing and trying to figure that out. Who is giving this, who assessing these taxes like this? But they're not enforcing it. So what can you do? Write tickets. And Harvey doesn't have the infrastructure that is required to go through the lengthy process of going all the way to a foreclosure on the judgment. And I don't think that that's a good strategy for a seated mayor to try to foreclose on all of these non-compliant businesses, because they become known as the person that drove businesses out. But in Harvey, nobody wants to invest in. So it's literally like having your balls in a vice grip. Did that make sense? I've gotten so good at this, and I understand it so clearly that I know how to get Harvey out of this mess. I do. I think that the mayor of the city knows how to get Harvey out of the mess. Can I be honest about Clark? Clark is not, he doesn't have the likability factor on that on screen, because he's too busy trying to be government um, and orderly and businesslike. But to meet the person, it's almost like, who the fuck are you? Because he's a completely different person. His charisma, his aura, his energy, his engagement is completely different in person. And I had the opportunity to sit with him and actually pay attention to him. And I feel like, to a degree, he is set up. up for failure because he won't kiss the ring. Yeah, it would take a task force to do it. There's nothing that I'm saying that can be proven wrong because all of this is inundated in evidence, research, and study. How do you get out of this? The residents of that community have to raise their voice against the system and not just the mayor. But they won't do it if they're not educated, inspired, and that's what I'm gearing towards. So in the summer of 2026, I'm going to give them their chance. I would have made this case and presented it and packaged it. And if they don't go for it, then whatever they get is what they deserve. I will then walk away. I believe you. And good games, wrong lane. That was my point. He changed the behavior, but I actually got to understand why the behavior was such. And when you look at the people and you know what they were doing, you understand why there was a greater level of of oversight in how things were done. You understand why there were tickets the way that they were. Hey, okay, y'all want to act up, you can be fined. I'm gonna fine you this amount. We need the money to pay these people who are working here. Stop acting up. I get it. I get it. But that is the problem in Illinois. Y'all, this really gonna mess y'all up. In Illinois, they need to at least start electing some independents. It don't need to be no vote blue no matter who, because the party will not hold itself accountable. I was watching a Republican senator talk about the energy cost that the Democrats of Illinois is getting ready to cost to go up. But ain't not one of them Democrats talking about it because that's their failure. That's their doing. That's their benefit. So, yeah, this stuff is interesting. WAC 100 is in partnership with Adam 22 and No Jumper. He definitely don't want problems with WAC. Okay, so we need to reach out to WAC 100, a music executive manager. Okay, street level. So let's set up a meeting and let's try to get a meeting with WAC 100. I would like to talk to these people. People continuously filing TROs and cases in different court locations until they get a different judge. What type of impact and weight, if any, will that have since they were already denied? I'm not. I don't want to answer to that because at this moment we are. Any response to that will be revealing political. I mean, not political, but our legal strategy, and I don't want to do that. But just know the record will stand for. The record will show itself. The record will show itself. Two more questions. Man, I wish the call in was working. I'm so upset that it's not. Let me try it.
Welcome and thank you for choosing freeconferencecall.com. You're helping people around the world communicate for free. Please enter your access code followed by the pound or hash sign.
Access code. Harvey is a diamond in the rough. You got Metro and Pace with a whole terminal. More businesses would be nice to keep dollars in the community instead of spending elsewhere. Are the taxes hindering this? First of all, if you want to ask me a question, you can click this link, put it in your browser, and you can cut your camera off and you come on and talk to me. I will entertain it today. I just don't know why I'm just chilling. But the second thing is to answer your question, Cortez. Um, I don't know if I'm the greatest person to ask that question. I do know that people believe that the taxes are very high and they continue to rise, and it's not very walkable. Even though they have the great arteries, it's not walkable, and that be the main thing. That's really the main thing. The two things I hear people say is the taxes and the crime. They don't want to have their stuff broken into and people stealing. That's what I hear. So I do believe that taxes is a great thing. And then I don't know if the city is in a great position to offer many businesses those incentives that they typically look for, like tax breaks or TIF funding or things of that nature, because it causes the city not to have anything for the tax base. You can get something, you can get a business, but you can't get oh my God, she is beautiful. Damn, she was fine. One of my homies just walked in here with some eye candy. All right, I think I don't. You know what? I'm gonna let this hit 3 hours just to do it. But after that, I'm done. I'm done. I'm gonna hit 3 hours just to do it. Let me slide over. Um, I'm gonna let this hit 3 hours. I spent 3 hours on live today. I ain't got nothing to do. One of your neighbors walked by with a beautiful dog. No, with a woman. It's a friend of mine. I guess they just came over to my best friend's house or something, but she was fine. The person that was with him. There's a glass here, so they can hear me, but they can't hear me when they walk past. All right, y'all ain't got nothing else. So you're over the police woman in Harvey. That's a good question. Ain't nothing you can't miss what you ain't had. Um, I'm not It's so sad, Sylvia. It's my understanding she got a boo, but I don't know. Word on the curve is that she got a significant other, and if it's true that what I suspect is right, I think she might only like women. So I don't want to be disrespectful, but that don't mean that I can't be infatuated. So it'll be just a fantasy. But I'm not no idiot. I ain't gonna sit around and wait for something that may never happen. I'm open. I'm open. God gonna do it for me. But I think that if I get a partner right now, I'm done with all this other stuff. So they can hold off a little bit longer.
You see, we care, we ain't backing down from evil. And hobby, we won't quit. Jet and I, for the coaches here, and we commit to this. Not quoting fiction, what we saying is fact. Found stolen land up in Hobby Jet, help take that land back. Put back on Hobby's tax roll, bringing investors to meetings. We trying to help Hobby out, so VNOTTS why you see them. We out here making moves, we out here doing something. Cooking with Frank, sir, you coin that term, you wanted something. Victims Network, like Thornton Township, VNOTTS, that's right. I'm trying to see how they help Hobby. Can y'all bring that to life? Some people like confusion. We trying to bring improvement. So run that chorus back, remind the people what we go. Activating people rising and don't stop. Restoration for the hearts that never quit. Vision ain't luck, it's a plan with a crew that's built for this. Time is what we want for the people. So we care, we ain't breaking down.
161 people on here. No more questions, no more comments. I see what y'all saying over there. I got two more. Right. We've done a lot of shit. We've done a lot of stuff. And he gonna take that comment I said, I can't remember nothing right now, and act like that validates saying that I ain't done anything. We've done a lot of stuff. Talking about a mere dumbass.
We commit to this.
All right. Well, look like he has been wanting to be you since Kanika way before. I think the motherfucker going bald on purpose. I think he want to be me so bad. That motherfucker is losing his hair on purpose. Shit, I wouldn't be shocked if he come back on screen in a week or two. He want to get that money from me so he can go get that fucked up tongue cut down and them teeth fixed. This motherfucker said he want our truck. No, he was not with me in Rosemont. I saw him when was he in Connecticut? No, I think he talked about it, but he was not there. And I want to be very clear about that. I have probably garnered the largest crowds as a single advocate in my day in advocacy for that type of thing in the city of Chicago. I built that movement. And everybody in Chicago talked about that fight. It was literally on the tip of tongues of everybody almost the whole time we were there. That stuff was like a fucking, I don't know. It became a thing in itself. And that was some powerful shit. That Rosemont was powerful, but I built that, and I'm very proud of that. I'm very proud of it. I'm very proud of it. He was in Joliet, but not with Kanika Jenkins. That's what I thought. I think I saw him when we went to Samaj Crosby case, and he ain't do shit for that baby. If y'all want to talk about somebody that ain't got nothing done, what did he accomplish for Samaj? There's no law. There's no policies. There's no justice. There's nothing. But I'm sitting here. He actually messed up that case. I agree. Like he, so 2 hours, 50 minutes. We are waiting for it to be a full 3 hours. Nobody is coming on screen. You can't call in because the phone ain't working. And I think that I'm very thorough in my explanation because y'all not asking questions. That is a sign that my channel is dying and that my chat is dead, according to them. So if y'all bored, put a 3 in the chat. If you're not bored, put an 8. If you're bored, put a 3. If you're not bored, put an 8. If you're trying to be funny, put a 3 and an 8. I have lost my steam for this broadcast, but I just said I was going to wait till it's a whole 3 hours. There's a stain on my shirt. The first thing that they could do is say, it's some shit. It's shit. It's cum. Oh my God. It's like, that's the first thing y'all could think of. They so gay, boy. I'm telling y'all, I know Minion is a queen. Minion the real queen. That's the daughter. He the daughter of the group. Let's be real, Jed. The only one we can sit all day online with for hours. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Which one of them are broadcasting while I'm broadcasting? That's funny. I know one of them are trying to get the video for their next episode of Stupid Shit. He too worried about his kitchen and living room. Them counters are ridiculous. Who? He needs to worry about the kitchen and living room. Who you talking about? Minion definitely holding a tambourine. Yeah. What's going on in Haiti? I don't know. I hope it ain't nothing bad. But in other news, since I only got a few more minutes, Donald Trump said that every American citizen stands to get $2,000. Is that good? Every American stands to get $2,000, and he says that this is money that have come because he has had tariffs on other countries, making them pay trillions of dollars that will soon be paying down our enormous $37 trillion debt. That is interesting. Let's see, go look at his page with his kid on Halloween, messy as fuck. With his kid on Halloween. Oh yeah, you know his house is tripe. The Stephanie woman not in the township anymore. No, she is actually running for Democrat committee woman, but she did not accept the roles that Napoleon was giving her, saying that her ethics and morals was not going to allow her to do it. Come on, man. I should have said that because now this clock seems like it's moving slow. Want a wild card? Yeah, give me one. Why the fuck does it look like he have on blackface? Why is his body? You know what? This is what we was talking about as it relates to domestic violence, but this is clearly the face of a crackhead. Literally, no hair. I mean, not as nothing, no hair, but what the? Gee, I wish the fuck I would be beefing with a bitch that looked like this. Look at this man. Someone punched the door. Yeah, probably a woman abuse, a woman beater. Have y'all seen the way he talks to his wife? Oh shit! I didn't mean to scroll down there. The fuck? Hands look ashy and dirty. You got the boy. You got some nerve, boy, ever in your fucking life talking about how somebody look. Look at this literal piece of shit. And what face is he trying to make? You know how somebody know they ugly? He trying to find a facial expression that's palatable for the fucking post or something. Let Jet explain by Kyra been placed in other care. So anyway, 57. I leave y'all with this. I leave y'all with this. Allegedly, we have been able to find footage of middies because you know I only took a vacation because he took a vacation. And I have no pictures of when I went on vacation. However, it does look like we have been able to obtain pictures of middies on vacation. Now that we have raw footage, a raw picture of Minnie on vacation. Okay. Now that would be AI. Somebody added a vacation in his background. Boy, you can't make this shit up. I hope I said something to add value to your life. I have enjoyed spending the whole 3 hours with y'all today on live stream. And I hope that you all, at the end of the day, besides the stuff that will waste your time, I hope that you all actually got something out of this that would add value to your life. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And we got one person who contributed to our work. That is going to be Bree. Thank you so much. If you are somebody who believes in our work, make sure that you partner with us and that you contribute. When we have more resources, we can do more things. but I will continue to trek along this, and I will continue to do my best with what we have. With less than 15 seconds to go. Nikki just became a member. What a way to end our broadcast. I don't know if you're renewing it or not, but if you're not, and you just became part of our Culture family, welcome to the family. I'm excited.
Yo, can I get in on this? I want another one, two. 1, 2. Oh, you thought it was through. This was just one assignment, boo. Judge checking with God, getting next instructions. You need an advocate, reach out, he might be coming.
This young black king needs no introduction. When he shows up, haters hate seeing him coming.
And no, he's not Malcolm, he's not Martin either. He got his own style.
Ja-da-da-ya, we see ya. This crew, they not looking for the credit. Advocates on the move. This crew, shifting the atmosphere. Advocates on the move.
And when he comes through, you know they coming too. Hey yo, INA, where you at? What it do? They got receipts, they got them files. They gon' investigate an advocate, holding it down.
And when it comes to intel, you know they showing out. You're smiling in Jed's face.
Hold up, check that file. Don't run up on them either, they always in the crowd. INA got his back, you don't know when they around.
This crew, they not looking for the credit. Advocates on the move. This crew, shifting the atmosphere. Advocates on the move.
And then there's Jed's mother, you know she gon' speak. She praying for the people, prophesying what she see.
Jed, God got you covered, he's holding you down. He's showing you his favor, his mercy, his power.
So always stay humble, give God your best. Remember you're a man, ain't no S on your chest. You know where help comes from when you're up or you're down. That crew runs deep.
Y'all, my best friend made me quesadillas. Oh my God, that was so fucking cool. I think this is our first day being neighbors, being real neighbors, because I've never been here. He just got in, he just moved in here, and but it's my first time actually being home, and he's here, so it's our first day as neighbors in the same building. Motherfucker. Okay, that's pretty dope. It's pretty dope.
Yo. You know where help comes from when you're up or you're down. That crew runs deep, keep the real ones around.
This crew,